Alright, what's up guys? We're going to try this again. My name is Casper Jones. This is I handcraft skateboards for Life Skateboards, and you're watching Days with Casper. Ooh. This is the third attempt at doing a live today. So real quickly, I'm going to share this on another platform. And there we are. What's up, John? While you're here, bud, I've been meaning to do this. Sorry, Kubla. So, unfortunately, we have a signal booster here, but it just kept freezing up on me. So we're going to find a solution to have a more consistent signal out here, so hopefully the signal stays good for this live. But like I said, this is the third attempt at trying to go live today, so we'll see how well this goes. I'm going to blame, let's blame them. I'll blame them. Taking my internet. I've got Verizon. So currently I'm having an issue with AdSense, so unfortunately I'm just doing these lives to do lives, so that's also why I haven't been doing lives. My account just has an issue right now. I signed up for AdSense as a business and have an individual by accident, and didn't realize that until we got to the point where we were withdrawing money, and now I have to approve a new AdSense account. So, if you guys want to support what you're watching, you can just go to lifeskateboard.com and get one of the boards of your own. Dance, I can do a shout out for you if you want to go check out lifeskateboard.com for me. Of course, John, thank you for all the support and always being there, man. I appreciate you. I've been meaning to do that, but there's always been like glue on my hand or something. Now that it looks like this is going to go well, my name is Casper Jones. I handcraft skateboards for Life Skateboards. If you want one of these boards or your own, you're going to go to lifeskateboard.com and get one. What you're watching me do right now is roll all the glue by hand. Here at Life Skateboards, we roll the glue on every deck by hand to ensure full glue coverage on every side of every ply inside of your skateboard. Glue machine would miss your top and bottom plies and your crossbands. Love you too, Derek. All love here. But full glue coverage, it lets us guarantee against DLAM. We don't want to. Great. Are we back? Oh, that was my fault. That wasn't even the connection. That was the fact that I hit the mute button. Nice. Operator error. Back. All right, sweet. Operator error. My bad. Sorry, this is the third attempt at doing a live today because it has kicked me off of here 3 times. So I'm really quick to blame the connection here instead of myself. But all right. We're gonna cross our fingers that this live stays going here. If you enjoy what you're watching, share it with your friends. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button in the corner. Turn on notifications so you know when I go live, because I do not have a live schedule. There's a likelihood I'll probably end up going live this weekend at another party and fireworks show out in Columbia Station, Ohio. We're going to be traveling this weekend back to the lagoon and making a full video of it. Mike, I think I know you, Mike. Is that Mike Atkins from the Columbus, Ohio area? And if so, you know what I make. And if it's not you, yes, we make longboards, we make skateboards, we make everything here at Life Skateboards. Just go to lifeskateboard.com and check it out. Skateboards. That thing in the title. Awesome, Mike. Sorry, there's someone with the same exact name that I talked to over in Columbus, Ohio area. So yeah, we make everything in-house here at Life Skateboards. If you go to lifeskateboard.com, you're going to find over 77 shapes to look through. We've got a few longboard shapes as well as boards from 775 all the way up to 14.6. I'm not sure. You guys are both pretty cool, and I barely know you. Oh yeah, that's true too. Thanks for the reminder, John. So we do have a limited release right now for my new signature shape. Unfortunately, I don't have any in my hand right now. They're drying over in the studio. I've made the 3.0 version of my shape to make it tighter concave. A little more versatility on the nose, and I'm absolutely loving it. If you go to my page, I did post a picture of some of those. I believe 2 of those are left on the signed and numbered released. If you go to lifeskateboard.com, go into the signature section and purchase the current Casper signature that's on there, that's what you're going to get. What can you do with the different size boards you make? Skateboard. Have fun. If you go through my page, you'll see me skating all kinds of different shapes for fun and all kinds of different stuff. There's a clip on there of me skating a 13.6. I tray flip that on flat. I skate funky shapes for fun. They're all fun. Obviously, different features of different shapes do different things. Like a square nose or tail is gonna act different than a popsicle nose or tail. A fish tail is gonna act different than both of those. And when I say act different, just react different to the pressure you apply to it on top and whatnot. What kind of skateboard should you have? A Life Skateboard, and that's all that matters. I don't care what shape, what size, what you're doing. Obviously, I'm going to tell you you're riding a toothpick if you skate a 775, but we'll still make it for you. All I care about is the process in which the board's made. Ruby, the website is lifeskateboard.com. Unknown, are you suggesting, elaborate on yourself, Unknown. Yeah, thank you, John. We can ship all over the world. International shipping is a flat rate, so it's best to order with some friends. You save on shipping, we lose a little. Selling multiple boards is worth it. Bill Gun Gary asked us to make the 8-bit football, if you check that out. I'm alright, Benjamin. Can you buy a Life skateboard? So standard in a skateboard is going to be 7 layers of Canadian or Great Lakes maple. You've got a face, core, crossband, core, and face inside of your skateboard. Because we control the entire process, we can give you a 6-ply or a 7-ply if that's what you want. Right now I'm just gluing the plies together. We glue by hand here to ensure you get full glue coverage on every side of every ply inside of your skateboard, so we can guarantee against delaying. Good questions. That's correct, Unknown. We make our own boards here at Life Skateboards. I was just wanting you to clarify in your suggestion of what kind of board to buy. Because it seemed you were making the suggestion from a large factory. Oh, absolutely, yeah, money. I've got one more to glue up here after this one, and then we'll go ahead and throw them in the press for you. And then we got a few to shape. The company is lifeskateboard.com. Remember, brands don't make their product. They have other people make it for them and brand their name on it. I won't get too far into that. Yes, this is live, Nick. I'm going to be real honest with you guys. I don't even understand how I would be posting videos that weren't live. I'm very new to all this as far as YouTube goes, so I've seen that people post videos of themselves as lives that aren't live, and it confuses me. Because the whole point of this is to grow and to grow a community and talk to you guys, so I don't understand why I wouldn't be here while you guys are here, you know what I mean? Looks like I've got a tape issue over here. So what I'm doing when I'm over here is just taping up the uncuts so that when they're in the press, the plies don't slide around. Awesome, Unknown. Yeah, so this process is going to be a little different than factory. And our differences are specifically because we want to set quality as the main factor here. Or the main goal, I mean. And that's from hand rolling the glue to a long press and cure time to extremely deep concave to no stress graphic application process with our Lino blocks. Everything we do here at Life Skateboards is to increase the life of your skateboard. Yes, these are skateboards. Professor Oak, don't be eating glue again. We talked about this. How am I supposed to finish the Pokedex for you when you're sitting at home eating glue, Professor Oak? Cut it out. This is awesome. Shut up. Somebody just said shut up and buy. I like that, Nate. It's okay fish. You can afford one eventually. And the cool thing about this is that these boards last a lot longer than your factory boards. So you're saving money when you get a high quality board, since you're not going to be buying another one as quickly as you would with something else that's brittle and ready to break. This company is Life Skateboards. If you want to check us out, check out lifeskateboard.com. So that's a good question, John. Standard number of plies is 7. Our youth boards are 6 plies, but you can request a 6 or an 8 ply from us. When you order a board from us, we make it for you. You're not picking something off of a wall that's sat on a warehouse shelf to go sit on a warehouse shelf to go sit on a skate shop shelf. You're buying it to be made. You know it. This is a fun hat, isn't it? What type of bearings do I use? So I currently use Superfly speedball bearings. I rode for a company called Superfly Speedball that was owned by Quentin Bradford. Unfortunately, Quentin passed away, and I'm making sure that I continue to ride his bearings as long as I can. Really appreciate that dude for everything he did for everybody around him. And so I continue to ride the stock that I have. He was always pushing to make sure his product was better. I liked it. Yeah, John, I mean, so when you switch over to us from a factory company, you're going to notice that our 7 plies are significantly stronger than most 7 plies you're going to get. So I would suggest going with our 7 ply to get something stronger, but our 8 plies are tanks. My buddy AJ parked his car on his 8 ply. It was fine. Alright, we're going to try as hard as I can to knock this off the tripod while I drag you guys over to the press here. And hope we don't lose connection while we're going over here. Sorry if we lose connection, we have to leave the live. Let me know if things freeze up for me. Favorite concave on a board is our concave. Here at Life Skateboards, we have an extremely deep concave that we're very proud of. Alright, so we're going to throw these into the press here. These plastic separators keep glue off of the molds themselves, but also separate the decks while they're being pressed. We're going to fit 2 in here. Mold in. Grab those other 2, throw those in. Alignment's extremely important. So you're gonna see me double check alignment on here. And now we will raise up the pressure. So these were at one point hooked up as pneumatic jacks. We just haven't hooked things up through here, so we're gonna be raising it by hand. Connection struggling, neat. All right, sorry about the connection, guys. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Good. Yeah, sorry guys. We are going to find a solution for having better connection out here, whether that be a second signal booster, or if it's it might end up being Wi-Fi out here. We'll figure it out. Thanks, gamer. I appreciate you. Of course, Kubla. Right here. You never watch somebody jack up a vehicle or anything? Yes, this is skateboarding. I also broke my leg, bud. I snapped my fibula on this leg about 4 years ago. I'm still here, still skating. It depends on how many you guys order, bud. We make boards to order. That sound is skateboards being cut out. Skateboards. This is skateboards being made, Adam. I'm sure that makes you excited. If that doesn't make you excited, then something's wrong. All right. So those are good there. Now I'm gonna check where we're at on shaping right now. You guys can hear boards getting cut out in the other room. I'm gonna make sure of what's going on as far as a plan on that while I clean this up. It's a little tight in there for us to be shaping at the same time. Morning, off-grid. Canadian or Great Lakes maple. Some of it comes from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so it's better to be honest about that. Do we do custom deck designs? I assume you're talking about the graphics, so time for me to rant about graphics for you. The majority of the industry uses heat transfers to mass produce photorealistic images or graphics over and over again. That's where you can go to like CCS and get exactly what picture you want on your skateboard. Now here's the problem with that. Heat transfers suck and ruin skateboards. Are we back on live until we fix this situation? Yeah, I guess I'm leaving, guys.